Hi guys, so this is a 30-minute flow class. It's designed to open up your shoulders and your upper back and your hips. It's a really great class and I hope you guys enjoy as much as I did filming it. I will talk to you later. Namaste. Alright guys, so we're going to get started straight off in a downward facing dog. So just come to your hands and your knees, wrists right under your shoulders, knees right under your hips, and then tuck your toes and your hips all the way up to the sky, coming into your first down dog. Very nice. So we're getting nice and warmed up right away. On an inhale, lift your heels away from your yoga mat. Exhale, bend your knees, look between your thumbs and step or jump to the front of your mat. Very nice. On an inhale, find space, find length, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, flat back, extend out long. Exhale, lower it down. Very good. 1 more time. Inhale to create space, create length in your spine. Soft bend into your knees. Exhale, fold it down low. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Come all the way up to standing. Back up, reach up tall to the sky. Exhale your hands to your heart. Very nice. We're going to start with Sun Sal A to get warmed up. So on an inhale, make a big circle around your body. Reach up tall to the sky. Powerful fingertips. Exhale, swan dive, just hinging from your hips all the way down to your forward fold. On an inhale, lengthen out your spine, flat back, extend. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to your plank pose, top of your push-up. We're going to be here for 3 deep breaths. So micro bend in your elbows, spread your fingers out wide, get a nice good base here, powerful core. On an inhale, just shift forward over your toes. For the first one, take your knees down, untuck your toes, and slowly lower. Elbows squeeze in tight, straight line of energy from the crown of your head to the tailbone. Very nice. Now, don't move your hands on an inhale. Just lift your chest away from your yoga mat, coming into cobra pose. Exhale, take it down. 2 more cobras. Inhale, lift your chest, shoulder blades squeeze together on your back. Exhale, lower it down. 1 more time. Inhale to lift, extend, open up your heart towards the front of the room. Exhale, lower it down, and then either pushing through hands and knees or plank pose, take your hips all the way up and back. Downward facing dog pose. Beautiful work, everybody. Keep sinking your heart towards your thighs, towards the back of the room, and then take your heels towards the earth. Create that straight line of energy in your spine. If you need to bend your knees a little bit, please do so. On an inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward. Step or jump in front of your yoga mat. Very nice. On an inhale, come up to your flat back. Extend, make space. Exhale, fold low. On an inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up to standing. Reach up tall to the sky, palms touch. Exhale, swan dive down, forward fold all the way. Inhale to lengthen out, find space, soft bend in your knees. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to your plank pose, top of your push-up. 3 deep breaths here. Once again, micro bend in your elbows. Make sure you don't lock out your arms. So you're really using your arm strength here and your core strength. 1 more breath. Very nice. On an inhale, shift forward, and then exhale, lower down slow, using muscle all the way down to your bellies. Beautiful. Interlace your fingers right at your lower back. Press your palms together. On an inhale, start to lift your chest away from the earth. Squeeze your shoulder blades together on your back. If you want to go a little bit further, straighten out your arms and open up your heart towards the front of the room. Keep your neck long here and breathe for 3. So you can come up a little bit higher for 2, for 1. Slow and controlled, come all the way down to your bellies. Take your hands right under your shoulders and make your way to your downward facing dog pose, taking your hips all the way up to the sky. Beautiful work. On an inhale, reach your right leg up to the sky. So pulling muscle to bone in your right leg. Keep your hips level to the ground. Inhale here, and then exhale. Just plant your right foot right in between your hands. Take your left knee down, untuck your left toes. Inhale, arms reach up tall to the sky. This is your low lunge. Pull your core in tight. So knitting those ribs together to puff out your lower back just a little bit. Inhale here. Exhale your left hand to the outside of your right knee. Reach behind you with your right arm. So I want you to feel the shoulder opening already in this low lunge. Start to look towards your right fingertips and breathe deep. Keep sinking low into your hips. For 1 more deep breath. Big exhale. Inhale, reach both arms up tall to the sky. Exhale your hands to frame your right foot. Just shift your hips back, straighten out your right leg, coming into your half splits. On an inhale, lengthen out your spine long, shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, fold. So find strength, find extension in your spine in this pose. So nose to toes. Keep doing cobra in your back. So shoulders keep pulling away from your ears. One more deep breath. Very nice. Slowly start to rebend into your right knee. Take your hands around your right foot. Now take your right foot to meet your left foot. Plank pose, top of your push-up, and either take a vinyasa or just hike your hips all the way up to the sky, downward facing dog. Beautiful. 2 deep breaths in your down dog. Keep sinking your heart low. Biceps forward, triceps back. Now start to walk your hands towards the back of your yoga mat, coming into a forward fold all the way to the back of your mat. On an inhale, lengthen out your spine, halfway lift, extend. Exhale to fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Come all the way up to standing, reach up tall to the sky, palms touch. And then exhale your hands out like goalposts. Swing your right arm under your left arm, crossing your elbows and your wrists. Sink your hips down lower, coming into eagle. Cross your right leg all the way on top of your left leg. So if your arms don't cross all the way, you can always grab opposite shoulders, which is fine. You can also use your right toes as a kickstand if you need to. The goal is to wrap your right toes around your left calf. Now take your forearms towards the front of the room. Feel that nice stretch in your upper back and sink a little bit deeper for 3. Breathing is deep and relaxed for 2. For 1, unwind, reach up tall to the sky, and on your exhale, swan dive down, forward fold, relaxing your head down last. Inhale, extend, flat back. Exhale to fold. Now interlace your fingers right at your lower back, pressing your palms together. Squeeze your shoulder blades together on your back, and you can stay just like this, relaxing your head down low, or you can straighten out your arms. Make sure you have a soft bend into your knees. Keep squeezing those shoulder blades together on your back. For 2 more deep breaths. Keep sending your knuckles towards the sky and relaxing your head down low. Good, and slowly, without slingshotting anything, release your hands down to your yoga mat. Start to walk your hands back out to your downward facing dog pose. Very nice. 1 deep breath in your down dog. Cleansing exhale. Very nice. Inhale to a plank pose, top of a push-up. And then on your exhale, lower down slow, using muscle all the way down. Beautiful. On an inhale, lift your chest up for cobra pose. Exhale, lower down. Push your way up into your downward facing dog pose. Very nice work, you guys. Shake your head a little yes. Shake your head a little no. Relax your jaw. Relax your breath. Spread your fingers out wide. Inhale, your left leg lifts tall to the sky. Find space. Find extension in your left leg. Inhale here. Exhale, plant your left foot right in between your hands. So make sure it makes it all the way there. And then on your inhale, reach your arms up tall to the sky. Core is in tight. You're sinking low into your hips. Feel that nice stretch into your psoas. Inhale here, and then exhale your right hand to the outside of your left knee. Start to reach behind you with your left fingertips. Feel this opening in your shoulder. See if you can gaze back. Where you look is where you go. Keep sinking low into your hips and find that twist. Find that opening in your shoulder for 1 more deep breath. Cleansing exhales. Very nice. Inhale back to center. Reach both arms up tall to the sky. Exhale your hands to frame your left foot. Just shift your hips back. Straighten out your left leg, coming into half splits. On your inhale, find length, find extension, find space. Exhale, fold nose to toes. So keep lengthening out through your spine. If your hands don't touch the ground, it's no big deal, okay? Just make sure you're finding that stretch in your hamstring. Whatever you do. And keep pulling your shoulder blades together on your back, shoulders away from your ears for 1 more deep breath. Nice big exhale. Slowly start to rebend into your left knee. Take your hands around your left foot. And now take your left foot to meet your right foot into a plank pose, top of your push-up. Very nice. We're here for 3 deep breaths. Keep pulling your hip tips toward your rib tips, engaging your lower belly towards your heart for 1 more deep breath. Very nice. Inhale to shift forward, and then exhale, lower all the way down, or to hover, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, upward facing dog. Open up your heart. Exhale, down dog. Hike your hips to the sky, pulling your lower belly towards your heart to get your hips up even higher. 2 deep breaths here. You guys look so good. I love it. Very nice. Now slowly start to walk your hands again towards the back of your yoga mat. So just coming into a forward fold all the way to the back of your mat. On an inhale, find space, find extension, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Come all the way up to standing, palms touch above your head. And then exhale your hands out like goalposts. Swing your left arm under your right arm, this time crossing your elbows and your wrists. Stay your hips down low, and then cross your left leg on top of your right leg. Seeing if you can sneak your left toes behind your right shin or your right calf. If that's not happening, just make a little kickstand with your left foot on your yoga mat, okay? So I want you to feel this stretch in your upper back. So send your forearms towards the front of the room here. Take your shoulders away from your ears for 1 more deep breath. Can you sink a little bit lower into your legs for 3, for 2, for 1. Unwind, reach up all the way to the sky, and then exhale your hands by your sides. Oops, yogi autopilots. All right, here you go. Now interlace your fingers right behind your back once again. Inhale to send your knuckles towards the floor, straighten out your arms, and then exhale, dive it forward with a soft bend into your knees, coming into a forward fold with this bind. Relax your head down low. Take a couple deep breaths here, sending your knuckles towards the front of the room. So you should feel even warmer in your shoulders to help them open up a little bit more. 1 more deep breath here. Beautiful. And slowly release your hands down to your yoga mat. Gorgeous. On an inhale, lengthen out your spine. Find that flat back. Exhale to fold. Walk your hands back out to your downward facing dog pose. Now just to find alignment, inhale to your plank pose, top of a push-up. And then exhale your hips up and back, down dog. So you shouldn't have to move your hands and your feet between down dog and plank pose as you move between the two. On an inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward, step or float front of your yoga mat. Very good. On an inhale, lengthen out your spine, flat back. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Come all the way up to standing with a flat back. Use your core strength all the way up, palms touch. And then we're going to come into W arms from here. So bend your elbows out wide. Open up your heart towards the sky. Keep pulling your elbows together behind you, squeezing your shoulder blades to open up your shoulders, open up your heart. Get a little back bend here for 1 more deep breath. Nice big exhale. Inhale, reach both arms up tall to the sky. Exhale, swan dive down, forward fold, relaxing your head last. Gorgeous. Inhale, flat back, extend. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to your plank position, top of your push-up, and then either run through a vinyasa or just take your hips all the way up to the sky, coming into your downward facing dog. Beautiful. We're going to be here for 3 deep, full, cleansing breaths. Spreading your fingers out wide, sending your heart towards your thighs and your heels towards the earth. Internal rotation of your inner thighs towards the back of your space. 1 more breath. Beautiful. And then just take your knees down to your yoga mat. Let's get into our shoulders a little bit more. So you should be in a tabletop position. Your wrists right under your shoulders, knees right under your hips. On an inhale, reach your right arm up to the sky. And then on your exhale, thread your right arm under your left arm, taking your right shoulder and your right ear down to your yoga mat. You can stay just like this, or if you want to walk your left fingertips towards the front of the room, you can do that just to feel a little bit more into your back. And then energetically start to pull your right arm underneath you, like you're trying to take it out from underneath you. So just energetically, don't actually do so. But that should help to open up your back, open up your shoulders a little bit more here. If you want to go for a little bit more of a bind, you can take the back of your left hand to your lower back and then open up your heart towards the sky if that feels good. For 3 more deep breaths here. Just find softness in this pose, relaxing down low. What can you let go of in this moment? Is there tension in your jaw, in your face? And just let that all go here. Starting to wind down. One more deep breath. Very nice. Slowly take your left hand right under your left shoulder and then push yourself up and reach your right arm way up to the sky. Once again, getting a little counter twist, and then take your right hand down, coming back into your tabletop position. Tuck your toes, send your hips all the way up to the sky, coming into your downward facing dog pose. Beautiful. Just a couple deep breaths in your down dog just to reset your shoulders, reset your spine. Beautiful. On an inhale, come into a plank pose, top of a push-up, and then slowly lower all the way down to your bellies. Beautiful. So let's open up our shoulders a little bit more. So take your right arm straight out to your right side like an airplane wing. Take your left hand right under your left shoulder, and then start to roll yourself onto your right side, buddy. Relax your right ear down to your yoga mat. You can stay with your legs stacked upon each other, or you can bend your left knee to place your left foot on the outside of your right leg if that works better. I want you to just play around with this pose. See what feels good. You can take the back of your left hand to your lower back to open up your heart toward the sky. Or maybe if you want to go even further, interlacing all of your fingers behind you. Take some nice full deep breaths. Find space, find softness in this pose, relaxing your face. Relax your jaw, relax your forehead. And just scan your body for wherever you're holding tension. Send your breath to that space and that oxygen to your heart to help open it up. Beautiful. We're here for 2 more deep breaths. Beautiful. Slowly start to roll yourself back to center, coming onto your bellies, and then push yourself into a tabletop position. Gorgeous. Tuck your toes, send your hips up and back, down dog, just for 2 deep breaths to reset. Good. And then slowly come back into your tabletop position. On an inhale, reach your left arm way up to the sky, and then exhale, thread your left arm under your right arm, taking your left shoulder and your left ear to your yoga mat. Take whatever variation you took on the other side. So maybe walking your right fingertips towards the front of the room, or taking the back of your right hand to your lower back for a little bind. And then energetically start to pull your left arm underneath you like you're trying to pull it out. So just feel that tension to help open up your back here. We're here for 3 more deep breaths. Beautiful. Slowly start to take your right hand right under your right shoulder, press yourself up, reach your left arm all the way up to the sky, and then come back into your tabletop position. Tuck your toes, send your hips up high, down dog, 2 deep breaths. Very nice. Slowly inhale to plank pose. And then exhale, using muscle, warming up your shoulders, slowly lower down to your bellies, all the way down. Beautiful. Now take your left arm straight out to your left side. Take your right hand right under your right shoulder and start to roll yourself onto your left side, buddy. Stacking your legs upon each other. Relax your left ear all the way down to your mat. Relax your head as much as you can to make it heavy. Okay, and then take whatever variation you took on the other side. Maybe you want to go a little bit deeper, maybe you don't. So bending your right knee to place your right foot on the outside of your left leg, if that feels good, or maybe even trying to interlace your fingers behind you. Just breathe into that space to help open it up. So the more we send our oxygen into those tight spaces, the more they're able to release. So make sure your breath is deep and free and relaxed. We're here for 4 more deep breaths. Just see where you can find softness. 2 more deep breaths. Beautiful. And slowly start to come back onto your bellies. There you go. Take both hands right under your shoulders and then push up into your hands and your knees to a tabletop position. Tuck your toes, send your hips up high for our last downward facing dog. Just taking a few deep breaths here to just reset. Very nice. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees and make your way to sit all the way to the top of your mat. And then just come to lie all the way onto your back. So we're just going to finish off with some hip opening. So take your legs to a 90-degree angle. Yeah, so the bottoms of your feet are going to face the front of your space, and then cross your right leg on top of your left leg. So we're going to come into cow face, reclined cow face pose. So with your hands, you can either grab the outsides of both of your shins, or you can grab the pinky edge side of your feet. Okay, so you're just getting this hip opening here. So it's just like cow face, but on your backs. So if grabbing the pinky edge side of your feet is too much, just try to grab your shins or just grab wherever feels good. I just want you to feel sensation, especially in your right hip. And then just take some nice, deep, full breaths here. We're going to be here for 3 more breaths. Very nice. And slowly release your grip. Take your legs back to that 90-degree angle, bottoms of your feet facing towards the front of the room. And we're just going to switch the cross of your legs. So take your left leg on top of your right leg, and then either grab opposite pinky edge sides of your feet, or maybe your shins, whatever works best for you. I just want you to feel, again, sensation in your left hip especially. So relax your jaw, relax your face. Send your breath into your hip to help open up that tension. We store a lot of old anxiety and stress in our hips. So if you feel any of those emotions come up, just let them go. Just know that it's normal, especially when you're first starting yoga. I remember in Shavasana, I would always cry when I first started, and I wouldn't be sad or anything. It would be so crazy, but when you're doing a lot of hip opening and you're not used to it, you tend to be a little bit more emotional. So just know that, it's just temporary and it goes away, and it's just a reaction your body's having to just opening up all that stored tension. So just one more breath here. Very good. And slowly release your legs. And then take the bottoms of your feet down to your yoga mat. Cross your right ankle right below your left knee, lifting your back up to interlace your fingers right behind your left thigh. So we're coming into figure 4. And then try to relax your entire back onto your yoga mat. So you can stay just like this. If you need a little bit more of a stretch, you can take your right hand to your right knee to start to press your right knee towards the front of your space and keep pulling with your left hand, your left thigh towards you. And if that's not enough, you can make a little shin baby, taking the bottom of your right foot to the inside of your left elbow crease, and then your right knee to your right elbow crease, interlacing your fingers, and then relaxing your left leg to the end of your mat. So just whatever version of this pose works for you. Keep flexing your toes, keeping your feet really active. Keep pulling your left hip a little bit closer, your left thigh a little bit closer towards you for one more deep breath. Good. And then this is a really great hip opener we're about to do. So take your right arm straight out to your right side, and then I want you to just keep your legs just the way they are and roll onto your left side body. So your right foot is going to come to your mat. Okay. So you should start to, feel this in your hip flexor in your right leg. So you can stay just like this, breathing into sensation, or if you need a little bit more sensation, take your right hand to your right knee and just start to press it towards the front of the room. Breathing deep. We're going to be here for 4 more deep breaths. So just go to where you find sensation and breathe into it. Find softness. Find release. One more deep breath. Beautiful. And slowly come back to center and release your figure four. Take both of the bottoms of your feet to your mat. Let's just change sides. So take your left ankle right under your right knee and release your fingers right behind your right thigh. Very good. So keep your feet really active and flexed. You can stay just like this, or if you want to go a little bit deeper, take your left hand to your left knee, start to press your left knee towards the front of your space, but keep pulling your right leg closer towards you so you feel this push and pull in your legs. Keep your feet active and flexed. Your right leg should be a 90-degree angle here. We're here for 3 more deep breaths. Make sure your breath is really relaxed and deep here. Find softness. One more deep breath. Beautiful. So here we go. We're going to further this hip opening. So take your left hand straight out to your left side and then start to roll onto your right side. So taking your left foot to your yoga mat, keeping that figure four position in your legs. So it's just like that figure four you had when you were right side up, but you're just going to be on your side. And then keep pulling your left knee towards the front of the room. If you need extra stretch, just take your left hand to your left knee and start to press it towards the front of the room. Take some nice deep breaths here. Oh man, I can feel the sensation. So try to relax your jaw, relax your face. Don't grip into it. Just go to where it feels nice. You feel that opening for 4 more deep breaths. Very nice. And slowly come back to center. Unwind your legs. Take the bottoms of your feet to your yoga mat. Now, take your knees into your chest. Give yourself a final big squeeze in for 3, for 2, for 1. And then just release to the ends of your yoga mat for our final meditation, our Shavasana. So we opened up our heart. We opened up our shoulders. And we opened up our hips. So with all of this opening in our heart and our hips, kind of stirs up a lot of emotions, a lot of release. So this makes Shavasana extra important. So I want you to really just scan your body and try to feel this new energy that you kind of stirred up and just let it all go into your yoga mat. Try to find complete relaxation, coming back to your intention, into your mind's eye. And just letting go here, letting go of control. Trying not to let your mind wander. If it starts to wander, just come back to your breath. Maybe creating a mantra. So inhaling a word and exhaling a word. Maybe it's let and go or be and present. So whatever your mantra is, just come back to that too. I urge you guys to stay here for at least 20 more deep breaths if you have the time. Thank you for enjoying, or I hope you enjoyed this nice heart and hip opening practice. And your shoulders are nice and released and your hips are nice and open. Until we meet again, namaste.